3 and 4. Jaden Johnson will be on the front row with Emma Britt. Aiden Christensen will match up with Ben Morabito in row number 2. Allison Johnson and Carter Erickson, row number 3. Killian McCann and Cohen Hens in row number 4. Row 5, Bryson Brinkley and Owen Zacharias. Lincoln Johnson and Daniel Vandenberg, row 6. Row 7, Wyatt Dent and T.J. Moon. Atlee Weiss and Cullen O'Connor will be featured in row 8. Row 9, Sarah Witzel and Mandy Lee. Lily Wynot and Darren Cranch Jr., row 10. Bandolero Outlaw feature here, a 20-lapper. And you can see some of the folks now in the shade themselves. And we look at the overall point standings for today, and Ryan Dugan is up on top, our videographer out there and about. Better get a shot of him. And look, Tim Terry has moved up into today's top 10.
What did I tell you about long run setup?
You do, but Ryan Dugan has got the right setup. He's 9 spots ahead of you.
Right. Still plenty of time to go. I see Morton Christensen up there on our shot. Yeah, give us a wave. Yep, everybody at home. Yep. I see Nathan Blackburn over there, Owen Marr. Who else do we see over there? We see a nice mullet, I believe that is over there. There's the overall. I'm still in 5th, by the way. Throw that out there on the MRP Fantasy.
I see that.
Oh, I see.
Dugan's 7th, even though he's leading today.
Just that shot right there. I think that's Tanton Woolridge over there. That is the pride of Prince Edward Island. We talked earlier about how beautiful Prince Edward Island is. One of the best drivers from Prince Edward Island represented over there, just above the globe as we get ready to go green.
Outlaws set to go green. Johnson and Britt up front. That's Emma in the silver car on the outside, not her normal white and red machine. Johnson on the bottom of the racetrack. He leads them across start-finish line.
Down the back straightaway they go. The Outlaws on the racetrack for their 20-lap feature. Britt Christensen side by side for second. Morabito in behind. Great qualifying effort for Ben Morabito, currently in 4th and watching the battle ahead of him.
Yeah, Emma Britt being pushed out to the outside. She is just not adapted to this black and silver car with the same kind of speed she normally has in her white and red car. And the two sitting a bit cattywampus on the racetrack.
That is Lily Wynot. I spoke to their crew this morning, and she's still getting used to it. Before this week, Lenny, she might have had 2 or 3 races under her belt. No go-karts. No ATVs, no golf carts, nothing like that when it comes to driving ability. So Lily is very fresh and very new when it comes to Bandolero competition. They're, playing around and trying some setups and everything else. Her grandfather, Mark, is a multi-time hobby stock champion. Last time I checked, a Bandolero was not set up like a Mustang.
Not so much. 8 years old. A lot of little gals still working the Easy Bake Oven circuit at that point. So maybe that's where she came from before here.
Well, when she was 7 years old or 8 years old, she was so small she couldn't turn the Bandolero.
Go ahead.
So she's, I believe, 13 years of age now. Now that she's able to get in the Bandolero and do some laps and everything else, she has to learn everything. And a lot of these kids doing the same. Everybody was there at one point, right?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
So the first caution flag flies in this Outlaw feature. 19 cars on the racetrack.
Double it up.
Where was her grandfather the champion at?
Scotia Speed World.
Scotia Speed.
Yeah, multi-time hobby stock champion, used to race legend cars. Mark runs collision overall auto body in Dartmouth. They've done some wicked rides, custom cars, custom paint jobs. Great folks. Be sure to look them up. But we're getting ready to go back to green.
So she grew up at the shop, and it just had to wait until her body filled out enough to be able to do this kind of competition. Emma Britt checking the steering on that silver and black car on the outside. She wants to be able to get on it quickly, and they come up to speed with Johnson on the inside, Britt on the outside.
Down into corner number 1 and 2. There is the inside car, the 24 Christensen, looking for that runner-up position. The red car there of Johnson looking to the inside of Morabito as they go wheel to wheel at a 4.
Yeah, Morabito had a much better start the last time around. Britt trying to hold down the 24 of Christensen, but now he pulls alongside of her. Emma Britt trapped in the upper position. She can't get down to the inside. The 17 going to squeak in there with her. That is Ben Morabito.
Christensen moves up to position number 2. The 38 crosses over and down to the inside. Great battle for the runner-up position behind Jayden Johnson in car number 8. And again, 24 looking to the inside.
24 looking to the inside of the 38. Did you see the way the 38 used a push?
Oh, boy!
Oh, and now she's loose coming off the corner. I was just talking about how she used a push to actually slide up in front of Christensen in the corner 4 area. And by the time she got to 2, the thing had gone loose on her. The 38, Emma Britt, turned around and going to have to work her way a long way to get back up to the top 3 position she was in.
Absolutely, and that was one of those spins in front of the field, and nobody came in contact with her. I'm sure Christensen may need a new pair of shorts after that, though.
78 up 1.
Yeah, probably so. That had to be a moment, and we'll see the replay here. Watch the 38 go way up out of the groove, spin right in front of Christensen. Wow. Watch the 24. The 38's going to spin in front of him. Watch the 24 inside. Could we see the eyes? Wow, just that little bit of a move he made at the very end, that probably saved her from getting clipped at speed.
We'll take a look
so
at
she
this
comes
angle.
through this corner, and the car pushes maybe by her control.
Double it up.
Then she's way to the high side and gets into some of the marbles.
It's almost like Christensen kind of burped the throttle a little bit there to try to keep off, too. But we're coming back to green. We are double file. We have 16 laps to go, 4 laps completed. It is Johnson and Christensen. Green flag flies, and we are back underway.
Christensen, after surviving that moment on the turn 2 the last time around, he goes to the front with Johnson on the low side and the 17 of Morabito. Great running up front. It's Christensen still high, wide, and handsome, and he extends and gets the advantage. He's the leader.
Aiden Christensen to the top of the board in car number 24. Johnson fights back on the inside. Down into corner number 3. Gets that thing down to the rumble strips. Up the hill they go, and Christensen will lead that lap.
Oh, hold on. Here comes Morabito on the bottom of the racetrack. Everybody funneling by. The 17 now in second. Ben Morabito now in the runner-up role, but Johnson wants it back, and we got one in the wall.
Yellow. Go low and 1. Low and 1.
So that is the 21 up against the wall.
Virginia Beach's Sarah Weitzel.
Believe so. The graphic, we talked about the graphics in some of these race cars. That is a great job by those folks. The Halloween theme as John Kelly and crew goes over and chats with the driver.
Yeah, it's not a treat, though, for her. More of the trick side. Look at the four-wheeler. Look at the four-wheeler. We're going to have a four-wheeler wreck.
John Kelly.
Reminiscent of...
Okay.
Slow it down.
Man, the last time we had somebody like that, it was a bando. Almost run over an announcer a few years back.
000. We'll get some help coming
I think John Kelly now realizes, I thought I parked closer.
Yeah. Well, there's Sarah out there.
Yep.
15 and 88 swap. 15 and 88 swap.
So they will hook up the race car. And John Kelly, the ATV, is pulling away now with John Kelly on it.
As it should be.
Yes. No.
Lineup's good as you run. It'll be a single file restart.
Yeah, the four-wheeler. Man, what was that moment with the bando from a few years ago? It's a misty, kind of foggy
That must
almost
be
an angelic quality to it.
That must be
it's really a scary moment, though.
The fog must be your older age creeping in on you or something. Is it, Lenny?
Yeah, there is that too.
So as the 21 gets hooked up, we'll get ready to go back to green shortly here with 6 laps completed. And Lenny, I would think that we're getting close to exhausting our double file restarts for the day for this division.
Yeah, getting close to exhausting the double file restarts and starting our way down that so slippery slope that could lead us to the time and green. There, look, there's the bando from years back, and there's the announcer saving the day. A young Tim Terry rescuing the 43 at this most perilous moment right there on start-finish line.
Leighton Harrison's turned into a pretty good driver.
He was a pretty good driver then. He won the race.
Yeah.
It's that kid announcer that had to save the day there, though.
I thought we buried that clip.
And it's like The Undertaker. Back. Penguin hat of knowledge. Can't hide from it. So the car circulating around as the 21 goes back to the pit area and beyond. Probably going to have a night's worth of work to tweak on that car.
1 to go at the start-finish line. This will be a single file restart. Tighten it up.
Christensen, Johnson, Morabito, and Johnson, and
so,
we've got the grandstand there?
Yeah, we are looking for Craig Rogers. Craig Rogers is supposed to be right across from us in this grandstand somewhere. I don't see him over there. There's a Steve Zacharias there. I do not see a Craig Rogers because this is obviously Craig Rogers' neighborhood. Oh, I think we just saw him there as we come back to green. We'll look at that in a bit.
Christensen leading the conga line. Jaden Johnson in second. They're up to speed, coming to start-finish.
So single file restart on this one as they dive it down through 1 and 2. And Christensen going to pick up the lead. Johnson has been quick all week long. We'll see if Johnson can get back up to the lead. Up the hill goes Christensen. He has to stick handle that race car. We're wheeling it for the lead.
Dick Handel to a slap shot as he drops back from first to third with Morabito going under him as well. Johnson is the leader. They're down into 3 and coming around corner number 4. Start-finish line. The white car is back in front.
We've got a meeting of the Canadians in turn number 2. That is Mandy Lee and Lily Wynot going for a spin.
Split the cars, go through the middle.
Are they from the same province?
No, they are from different provinces, but I would say this year they're probably going to find each other racing a lot in between those two provinces when we go NX Racing in the Maritimes. That is the Dominion Lending Centers 41 of Mandy Lee and the overall number 2 of Lily Wynot. Going to tag the back of the field.
What are their home tracks?
So the 41 would be their NX home track would be Petty International Raceway. They are from Fredericton, New Brunswick, Speedway 660 down the road. The 2 home track would be Scotia Speed World.
41 in front of the 2 at the tail.
Just outside of Halifax.
Lights out, coming to green next time by.
So about a 6-hour separation between the two?
About a 4 or so.
4 or so.
I don't see.
Who are we looking at here?
I don't see Craig Rogers.
Hornaday down there in the bottom?
I thought that was Craig Rogers over there, but that is not Craig Rogers. He's over there somewhere. We'll find him at some point.
Well, Johnson has found the lead once again.
Uh-oh, Brit around. Lazy Green.
That is Emma Britt.
And the field is going by under green. And one around is Johnson. Oh, boy.
Yellow, turn 3.
Well, turn 3 turned into turn 4 as well as the 24 involved.
And I'll tell you, Tony's going to slap me. I was looking out the window on that one, and I saw Allison Johnson halfway around, and then the rest of the field in behind. That it was a great save by the 15. The others just not the way. So this is the Little Gangster is what you called him, I think?
Lil, L-I-L.
L-I-L.
Lil Gangster.
Lil. So is that
Yeah,
short?
you got to have your street cred.
That's
you know?
short
You
for
can't say
little?
Little. It's Lil.
That's short for little, though.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Or little for little,
Yes.
if you will.
Okay.
But yes.
Yes.
An abbreviated little.
Abbreviated little.
Really cool kid. You got to go over and meet him if you're wandering through the pits tomorrow. He's running the show back there. He may not be leading the race, but when you see him, he'll be making things happen back in the pit area.
Go up.
Right now, it looks like the thing that needs to happen back there is that
17,
bumper
go
needs
up
to be
2,
fixed.
15, go up 2.
So we're stalking these
88,
people
7,
like
2M.
We're just looking and seeing who's back there.
there's Zacharias.
Yeah, there's a
You got that one
Zacharias.
right. And we're seeing a lot of LJ Designs T-shirts as we go through, and they're part of our giveaway, aren't they?
They are.
24B and 8,
Hoping
way
to win
after
some
the caution
prizes
was
this week if
called.
you're playing along on
Caution was for
fantasy.
the 38.
I'll have
Caution for the
to see where Mr. Rogers is sitting over there. I sent him a text message.
Go back to that one again. That last moment, I thought I saw Sean Johnson in the grandstands up top there, the purple shirt.
Up.
Yeah, right by the kid
behind
with the mullet.
78, 24B
Yeah,
in front of
yeah, the
78.
purple shirt
Right there.
is Sean Johnson in the grandstands. Look at that.
38
He's showing the
drop back, 3
guns.
spots, 38
Oh my
drop back,
gosh,
3
Is
spots.
that
that is cookout bread right there.
Is that the
He
mullet?
Lights out,
Hold on, is that the
lights
mullet
out,
that arrived
lights
6
out,
minutes
single
before
file,
or 6 minutes
file.
after he got here?
Drivers,
Yeah,
lay
look at that
off the
flow.
Look at that,
bumpers.
yeah.
That is all good.
Yes.
Lay off the bumpers.
That is so cool. Great young guy. Should have heard the interview he did on PRN's At the Track.
Yeah.
Talking about the Victory Lane girl in Las Vegas.
Ooh.
That he got to meet.
Let's go racing.
Green.
When you're 8, you're not allowed to talk about pretty girls you meet in Victory Lane. That was a couple years ago.
The green flag will fly. We're back underway in this one, and we'll see who gets the advantage as the 8 of Jaden Johnson leads Aiden Christensen, Ben Morabito, Allison Johnson, and Hensey sideways there ahead of McMahon as they try to fight for a top 5 effort.
Look at Moon going to the outside. Trying to work the high line, sell some T-shirts up there and make a pass in the 9 car. He's got somebody else up there with him right in the same line. Everybody making moves
Yellow,
back here in the
yellow,
back of the
turn
pack.
4,
So
yellow,
they're still
yellow,
racy
turn
there.
4
And
from the
there's
38.
Lil Gangster Brinkley.
We got a yellow.
Seeing caution.
That is Emma Britt around in turn 4.
Well, she was slow in 3 and now goes around in 4.
Mm-hmm.
Going to touch all the bases and such.
She had the spin at a 2 on her own.
Well, I would guess turn 1 is the next likely spot.
We are missing turn 1 on the Grand Slam.
Lineup's good. Lineup's good. Lineup's good. We're coming to 1 to go at the line.
And the left front fender might help us do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's wiggling and wobbling. I think this silver and black and blue just doesn't suit Emma as well as that red and black car.
You know what it
wins
is?
So many races in the state of Georgia.
It's the yellow tape taping down the roof that throws off the whole vibe.
Yeah, if it was green
Lay
tape,
off
though.
the bumpers.
If it was-
You could use green tape to even tape up your cup. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's that was a mess. And we're green. Aiden Christensen looking to the inside that time on Johnson.
Yellow, 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 yellow for the start.
No stars.
Banging in the bumpers. Drivers, get single file right back where you were. Come on.
Kyle McGowan giving the verbal shaky finger to these kids.
Well, they are quite past halfway on their time, and they are not to halfway on the laps.
Not a good thing.
I think what Kyle is trying to do is give them a couple of more minutes so he doesn't have to see his face on the broadcast. That is one of the freight auction cars.
Mm-hmm.
That is Carter Erickson in the 8E. Kick the tire. Oh, tire's up. Nope, back and forth. I do that on my street car to make sure the tire's up.
38, I need you to drop back several spots. We
That's the soccer in you. That's the international flavor.
Yes.
38, drop back.
And it is called soccer, not football.
68, go up behind the 33. 68 behind the 33.
What did you say a hot dog was? It's not a sandwich. What's the new thing for a hot dog?
It depends. It could be a submarine. It could be a sub.
Okay.
Oh,
Ryan Dubigan's not subbing. He's up front.
Yeah. We're sitting in 10th. We're doing good.
You can see the leader.
Yep. In the words of Ian Plash, we're running fine.
Same.
Way low, everyone. Way low. Way low. Way
so
low.
what Tony, okay, so for the Ian Plash way of explaining this, I'm running good. I'm in 10th. Tony Stevens is sitting back there probably in 48 saying, come on by, drivers. That's what he's saying right now.
I think you're being kind giving him 48th.
Oh, I'm gonna open up my MRP app and see exactly where Tony Stevens is sitting. Well, let's look at this. Ryan Dugan up top. There's a Purdue that's missing there too.
He's lurking.
If that's what you want to call it.
Hey, how about this for the whole league? Look at who's in 5th.
Yeah, we need to find some more points though.
You're a gatherer. You'll find them.
So looking through the daily standings, Tony Stevens is actually 12th. We'll give him some credit. He's just off that.
I bet that the graphic grows by at least 2 the next time we see it.
We're looking here for an A Purdue as well on these standings.
Way high,
Canadian
high.
Legend cars. Oh, A
high.
Purdue. Look at that, 22nd. We are.
Oh, Semi-Pro Legends. He's in 2nd. Look at that.
He had to find something that his name was on there, right?
It's nice how he hides behind the T. Stevens when everybody else knows Penguin.
Yes. And actually, that's Pat Healy on the top of Semi-Pro today. So congratulations to Pat. You've won 1,000 Pit Row TV brownie points.
The Alphabet Soup racing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Do you have any idea what all those letters mean? Is that an acronym?
Laker Racing something.
Oh, you're right there then. You've got most.
Something.
Oh, yeah, that's you're right there. That's like Lost Data, one of our favorite racers.
Waiting for data.
Nope. Waiting for data.
Lost Data is a completely different driver. You don't want to lose your data. You just want to wait for it.
Well, somebody not wanting to lose right now is Jaden Johnson in the white car up front. The car right behind him, Aiden Christensen. So Jaden and Aiden leading Ben.
Green flag is back out, and I don't want to say it. These kids have to hustle and get some green flag laps, and here comes McMahon to the inside of Johnson. That is the battle for position number 4 as they dive it into 3.
There are 2 Johnsons in the top 4, but right now we've got somebody trying to make it 2 Johnsons in the top 5. Jaden Johnson is your leader in the white machine. Aiden Christensen, Ben Morabito, Allison Johnson, and Killian McMahon back there in 5th.
There goes the 2 to the inside, little sideways up the hill, and here comes Hinsey in behind, and TJ Moon, a part of the battle as well. 4-pack battling for position number 4 as McMahon up the hill again. Johnson way wide, trying to get the momentum on the big side.
Johnson trying to use the outside line, but I think that number 2 there, Killian McMahon, seems to be able to hold the position and's got it. Coming across the line, the 2 slideways now. That slowed her up. The 15 able to come back here into 3 as they go into the shadows.
Seems like can't get the power down off that 2 coming off a corner number 4 as they continue to go side by side. 88 Hinsey, 9 Moon. Battle for position number 5. Check that 4 as they battle with 6 to go. This time by top 3 have broken away.
Hinsey on the outside in the red car to the inside. McMahon in the white car and behind them. No, Hinsey is in the What color is that? Is that a silver or some kind of off gold?
Silver with a black and a green in there.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
the red car has made that a moot point.
Oh, boy.
And, now trouble back behind them.
That is a lap car, the 2 of Wynot. Looks like a little bit of maybe a tire rub or something, or smoke coming from that race car.
Yeah, that's not going to get better as the leaders go by. The 8 that we saw go by is the front runner, Jaden Johnson, Aiden Christensen, Ben Morabito, still pretty much the top 3. The 2 starting to billow that much more. There's the leader.
That is a lap car back there in that 2, but she is giving her as we have 3 laps to go. On the leader on your screen, the 8 is Jaden Johnson.
Yellow, 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 turn 2. Yellow, 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 yellow,
2
turn
finally
2.
went away.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any idea on how to say Jaden Johnson's hometown?
Was Wisconsin.
Oconomowoc, our director said. Oconomowoc. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
2M up 1. No, stay where you're at. You're good. 2M, stay behind the 50.
Something in there, and got 2 of our best guys working on it, but not going to be able to do too much. Now they start to see the tire, and potentially that's where the problem is. So a couple more features after this, and then we close out today. Young Lions and semi-pros to follow. The semi-pro, the biggest division of drivers that we have here. So going to be a packed house for that final feature of the day. And then we come back tomorrow, starting once again with beginner bandos and chargers, and into a whole nother sphere as we get to the backside of the week on Thursday.
I still don't see a Craig Rogers over there. He's evading our shot. Oh, there's the Gilbys. Oh, yeah, okay. There he is. There's the man. Craig Rogers is here. As long as he doesn't fall off the top of that grandstand, we'll be okay. Right, Cameron?
That'd be exactly right.
Andrew Gilby and everybody up there enjoying a good time. Green flag is back out on the speedway, and time. Green and time on the racetrack with 3 laps to go.
Look at that. I mean,
battle for second.
Yeah, Morabito looking at the bottom of the racetrack, wants to get in here in the last couple of laps and snag that second position on the podium, but he's got company coming. Here comes the 15 on the inside of Morabito, and Morabito may have thoughts of getting second, but he may end up 4th or worse as cars down on the bottom of the racetrack have him pinned up. Final lap.
There is a battle in behind, but it's Johnson up in front, continuing the roll that they have been on all week long. The 8 car down the back straightaway, yellow and check. It's going to be Jaden Johnson going to victory lane.
Car spun around in front. It's Johnson, then Christensen, Allison Johnson, and then Ben Morabito. That's Zacharias, who has come to a stop. Our man Tim Terry bounding down the stairs, hippity-hoppiting on his way to victory lane to meet up with Jaden Johnson, the driver of this car. The 8 coming around to park and await that moment on camera with Tim Terry. 2 more features to go from here at Citrus County Speedway. Johnson comes to a nice stop right down there, and we will see there is our videographer and awaiting the ever-bounding Tim Terry, who should be nearby at this point. Hey, Tim, that's Jaden Johnson in the race car.
Jaden Johnson getting ready to unstrap, and
load the young line.
Josh will get the tape off. You need some help with that? No? No? Look at that. Look at that. We'll get Jaden out of the car. Getting everything unstrapped from the inside of the 8. Got to get the hat. Jaden Johnson out of the car. Jaden, time limit came up on us. What was going through your mind those final couple of restarts, trying to keep the field at bay?
Again, just keep it straight and
hold on to my car and just do everything to the best of my abilities.
Christensen was there giving you a couple of challenges. What was going through your mind battling with the 24?
Just keep moving, don't be stupid, and just keep her straight. I would like to thank Johnson Sons Paving and Pave Pal, Mom, my dad, my stepmom Lindsay, and Justin and Bob.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
That is Jaden Johnson, your winner. Back upstairs.